right, so can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kabir Aslam. I was born and brought up in India. I moved to this country about 5 years ago when I was 21 years old. I've been kind of going between this job, that job, just trying to figure out stuff. I did my bachelor's degree when I was back in India, came over here, tried to get into a couple jobs just off the bat because I needed some income to come into my life. And then soon I learned about the debt system in America.
How has it affected your life?
So as I started going more and more into debt, I realized that I was now, like I said earlier, I was spending more on the stuff that I had already done versus stuff that I was doing. So it took away enjoyment from my current life. I was always stressed. See, when you have the money and you're spending it, you're not stressed about where the money's going to come from. You're like, okay, I can afford to go out for dinner today. Let's go out for dinner today. Okay, we came back from dinner. That's it. It's been a great dinner. But when I was putting that on my credit card and I went out to have dinner, I would go out and have dinner and I'd be like, okay, where is this money going to come from tomorrow? All while I'm getting drunk, happily sitting at True Food Kitchen. But, just enjoying myself without knowing the consequences. Like, everything comes with a price. And learning that was one of the hardest lessons that I've learned. And knowing that not just a monetary price, but I was paying interest on those credit cards, like crazy interest on that, 24% interest, the nation's highest. It was crazy, and I was just losing money every month that I didn't even have to begin with. So I just kind of had to stop that, and because it was affecting my lifestyle in every way possible. It was affecting my personal life because it was affecting my sanity, because I would go insane just wondering, where am I going to get this money from? And it's like, I'm doing this, I'm getting a second job. At one point I had 3 jobs, and I was like, I was doing 2 day jobs and I was driving for Uber through the night. I slept 2 hours and I repeated. I felt sick. It's not humanly possible to do that kind of stuff.
When do you think you'll have your debt paid off?
So the plan that I've kind of devised for myself has included a very high payment every week to just kind of pay it off, because I had first divided it by how much money I need with how much time I have. And then I kind of divided it down to the month, then I divided it down to the week, then I divided it down to the day, and actually the hour and the minute as well, but we're not going to get into that. I figured out that the best way to do it was to be able to do it by the week, since my schedule at work comes every week, and I look at my finances every week. So I decided that a week was a good period. So then I came up with a certain sum of money that I need to be put down every week. That sum of money is 85% of what I make currently at my job. That would mean I had 15% left for groceries, for bills, for rent, for any amount of leisure that I wanted to do. That meant that, and that was very doable. I actually, if I remember, I did the math correct, and it still left me with, I think, $56. So I had $56 to do whatever I wanted in a month, but that was it. I did not have $2,000 to splurge, but all I had to do was, for 6 months I needed to do this. For 6 months I need to live frugally to be able to live freely for the rest of my life. I think that's a very good exchange.